Why is my office such a mess?
You got an empty coffee there. You got a half-eaten packet of Ruffles. The only thing good about your office, mate, is this flower. And it's probably not even a real flower, is it?
No, it's fake.
R.I.P. CSGO. R.I.P. CSGO Kara. Oh, Korea.
Wow.
118 years for a non-violent crime. Question mark. Exclamation mark. Question mark. Explanation mark.
I'm actually very confused about this entire video because a bunch of you guys have been sending me articles about this topic, but most of the articles I've been receiving are all in a language I can't understand. I've been trying to do my best to understand what is actually going on because there's only about 3 English articles as of right now on this topic.
Wait, what language is it?
Portuguese.
Bro, you should have said I got a Portuguese friend.
But wow, welcome back to yet another episode of What is Going On in 2020 because this is kind of insane. I think this is the first Twitch streamer to ever get sentenced 100 years in jail. I'm trying to say that right.
I mean, it's never been said before, so it's kind of hard to say it right. Even Phantom Lord didn't go away.
Yeah, actually, Phantom Lord didn't even go away.
He did some actual criminal shit.
Yo, I'm confused about this one right here. Welcome back to yet another episode of What is Even Going On in 2020 because 2020 does not halt when it comes to surprising topics to talk about. Because I'd never imagined seeing an article saying, oh, female Twitch streamer sentenced to 118 years in prison. Over what? What happened here? So the person apparently sentenced to 118 years plus fines.
Do you think the years were probably enough?
Nah, they also need to fine them. So it's like, you know what? 118 years enough. That doesn't ruin the family enough. Let's also just take a bunch of money from the family as well. What did she actually do? That's what I'm really, really interested in here. But the person who is sentenced is a CSGO streamer, an ex-professional CSGO player by the name of Shay. And I think due to the language barrier, the English media is reporting on a few different things that she was sentenced for, because I see embezzlement here. Others are saying larceny, which is basically stealing. Anyway, it says that Shay was convicted to 118 years of jail time for embezzlement, with the court alleging that she helped an ex-partner run a fraudulent online store. A key point here, apparently, she can only get 30 years max for a single crime, though. And she's only been convicted for a single crime. So the 118 years is kind of, I guess, like the legal term for clickbait. Like, it's a court clickbait. I don't know. I don't quite know how they can sentence her for 118 years, but it was only for one crime. So according to Brazilian law, she can only serve 30 years for those out of those 118 years. I don't know why they have 118 years to begin with there in the title, but yeah, anyway, 30 years for a non-violent crime sounds kind of insane to me. Apparently, Shay retired from pro play in May 2019 after an 11-year career spanning across CS 1.6 all the way through Global Offensive. She started streaming full-time, playing CSGO and GTA 5 to her followers on Twitch. This article is also saying fraud charges. So
she's been arrested and apparently put away for 118 years.
Yeah.
Have you thought that, because it's mentioned by an online store being the crime, have you thought that maybe she's been charged by other countries alongside that because it's online? And that's maybe why the sentence is so high, because she's been trialed by maybe 5 different countries. That has happened in the past. People have got this amount of years in the past. Because I've watched a lot of documentaries because I'm a loser, and people get they have the same crime but they get charged in 5 different places because it's on the internet, and they charge the biggest places where they've been affected.
Yeah, but so as long as she doesn't enter those countries, that
she's chilling.
Yeah, she's chilling basically. So let's say hypothetically that a random country let's say South Korea, she's now wanted in South Korea because let's say she scammed a bunch of South Koreans.
Mm-hmm.
She would technically be fine unless she entered South Korea, unless Brazil extradited her to South Korea to be sentenced, which is very, very rare.
She is a streamer though. She probably travels a lot. You never know.
But also it's pretty easy common sense to not travel to a country you're literally wanted in. So I don't know. I don't think that's happening. I think this is all within Brazil.
Okay, but what about last one. What about if she's a quadruple citizen of 4 different countries? Okay, I'll shut up, Carol.
I'm reporting what I know of. I'm not going to talk about all the what ifs.
Because it's conspiracy theories, my guy. They're interesting.
Yeah, this is the Atozy YouTube channel, not the Shane Dawson conspiracy theory channel. Apparently Victoria, which is, I guess, the real name of Shay, and her lawyer said that they're appealing the ruling. She pointed out to a former business partner and her father as the responsible party, which is an interesting plot twist. Imagine your father did something to get you sentenced to 118 years in jail. 30 years is still insane for a nonviolent crime, but wow. Victoria said she's currently free, and Shay also came out with her own statement on her Instagram, which I can't read because I don't speak Portuguese, but Business Insider kind of made in a nutshell, translated version of it, which reads, "I'm not arrested and I will not be arrested," she said, an attempt to push back on reports that she's a fugitive. That's the translation Business Insider had.
What, for that whole thing?
Yeah, like massive text. Business Insider is like, well, she said, I'm not arrested and I will not be arrested, she said, in an attempt to push back on reports that she is a fugitive.
They just copy and pasted it into Google Translate. I was like, okay, let's just add all the words that are English and put them together. There we go. Translated. King.
So I have 3 different articles here saying embezzlement, larceny, or fraud. Allegedly, what was going on is the site was selling products and the products were never delivered and they never refunded the customers.
Soldier Boy,
Speaking of that, Soldier Boy, where are my Soldier Pods? It's been more than a year. It's been 14 months since I ordered my Soldier Pods to flex on these. I was gonna flex on all the other people with AirPods here in Phoenix with my Soldier Pods, but guess what happened? I never got my Soldier Pods in the mail, so I could never flex on the AirPod wearers here in Phoenix, and it made me pretty sad. I never got my Soldier Console. I never got anything from Soldier Boy, and I paid $500. Maybe I should actually go to my PayPal to try to refund that. It's probably way too late to refund it at this point. Wow. Holy shit. He just scammed so many people. I just realized that because I still have not received my products. Thousands of other people have not received their products. Honestly, Soldier Boy. This story is so, and it has like so many like odd variables to it because like she's blaming her father and I guess her ex, and her current boyfriend is a professional soccer player who notably assaulted his ex in front of their children. And I think the ex is the one who she's blaming for doing all of this. So this is an absolute mess of a story. It probably has a whole lot more layers that I don't even understand because it's not even in English. What the f is going on here?
Wait, so she has an ex who's an abusive scammer?
No. Her current boyfriend assaulted the ex who she pointed out as the scammer in front of their kids. So I don't even know. I'm just gonna go with this article and say that this one was right. And it said that she was convicted on fraud charges related to an online store she helped run between 2013 and 2017. More than 100 customers claimed they never received orders or refunds from the shop. Victoria and her lawyer said that they are appealing the ruling. She has pointed out to a former partner in the business and her father as the responsible party. This is so weird. Apparently last May, she retired as a professional Counter-Strike player to become an influencer. Why is everyone becoming influencers now? That influencer career, I guess, was cut short because, this is such a mess. Mainly due to, I don't even understand it. It's so hard gathering decent information for this video due to everything being in Portuguese. So, if you know anything about this story, please comment down below so I can either make a follow-up video or I can even understand what is actually properly going on here. And while we're on the note of just not getting proper information for a video due to everything being in a foreign language you don't understand, apparently the Orbeez video I made about 2 days ago, a bunch of you guys who live in France or a bunch of my followers who live in France are now spamming me on Instagram saying that all of that was fake. I still have not seen any confirmation that confirms that to be 100% fake, but everyone from France is saying that that Orbeez thing is fake. Yeah. Take that video with a pinch of salt as well. I wish I could get some proper confirmation on some of these articles, but here we are again. But anyway, that's insane for a non-violent crime. No matter, I don't care what she did. If it's non-violent, 118, let alone 30 years is insanity for a non-violent crime. Hopefully she learned her lesson though. This would be insane even for the US. I'm sorry this video is such a mess, but I kind of wanted to report on it. I thought it was an interesting article for sure. But on that note, my camera just died. It's been an interesting video and day. It's kind of a mess. I'm sorry about that one. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like on it. If you're new here, I welcome you to my channel. It'll be awesome if you subscribed. But on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I don't talk, I get it. Yeah, you know I'm about it. If it kill me, I'ma let it. Run into the bag like I'm so athletic. I've been up since 6, making hits like tennis. I've been on fire, I just need my credit. Wanna go far, need to change my settings. Reaching for the stars so my feet touch heaven. Haven't had first, bitch, I already want seconds.